So coming in the Shavasana position, lying down with your legs apart, your arms to the side facing down, well, with your palms facing up, sorry. So your arms by the side of the legs. And just making sure your body is nice and relaxed and symmetrical. So a bit of room between the arms and the armpits, and a bit of room also between the legs. And then if you can try and get as much as the back of the neck on the floor as possible. So just try and lift your head up, stretch the neck, and then bring your head on the floor nicely, seeing if that works for you. If you do need to keep your knees bent or anything, then please go ahead and do it. And taking a few breaths here. And we're going to do tensing and relaxing the muscles. And if you want to do that, go ahead. Otherwise, you can just bring your attention to the different parts of the body. So tense on your next inhalation, tense your right leg, lift your right leg off the floor and really tensing that leg. And then when you need to breathe out, just let it fall and flop. So just lift it like a few centimeters off the floor, just a few centimeters, because when you're going to let it drop, you don't want to hurt yourself. So now inhale your left leg up a couple of centimeters off the floor, really tensing that leg, really, really, really tense, and then let it flop, let it go without any control. And now tense your buttocks. If you can, lift your buttocks off the floor, really squeezing the buttocks together, really squeezing. And then when you need to breathe out, just let go completely, no control. And now make a tight fist with your hands and lift the arms off the floor a few centimeters, not too high. Really tensing everything, and then let it just fall. It should make a little bit of a noise. And then now squeeze the shoulder blades together. Um, Bring the chest up off the floor, really squeezing. Lift the chest off if it feels good, and then let go completely. So just feeling how it is to just let go. And now bring the shoulders in the direction of the ears. And then bring your shoulders away, your hands in the direction of your feet, feeling that contrast. And then relaxing in the center. And now we're going to relax the facial muscles. So we are lying down. So squeezing all the facial muscles towards the nose, really squeezing all the facial muscles. And then let go. On your next breath out, open your mouth, bring your tongue out, and your eyes wide open, and stretching all the facial muscles. And let go completely. And relax. And now making sure that the mouth is relaxed. The lower teeth and the upper teeth are not touching. The tongue is away from the palate. The lips are just slightly closed. And more importantly, the forehead is nice and relaxed. And the eye muscles are relaxed. So keep a lot of tension in our face. So we want to make sure we know how to relax the face. And if you like, you can bring a nice little smile to the face to make sure it is completely relaxed. And now bring your attention to your breathing. So you're just breathing in and out without trying to change the breath. Just observing your breathing. So we're just going to do a little bit of visualization with the breathing. So on your breath in, visualize the breathing going up from the navel to the throat and breathing out from the throat to the navel. So imagine this straight line in front of your body. and visualizing the breath going up and down this central line. If you want, you can imagine a color, a bright light color, if you like, color of light, and going up and down. So as you breathe in, from navel to throat, and as you breathe out, throat to navel. So synchronizing the breath with the visualization. If you can do abdominal breath, go ahead. So you should also feel your abdomen rising and falling. So keeping the mind engaged with the breath. Three more breaths. If your mind wanders, just gently bring your mind back to the breathing and the visualization. And then letting go of that breathing, bring your arms up and overhead behind you. Bring your legs a little bit together, and then push your heels towards your heels away from you, your toes towards you, really giving the body a nice stretch. And if you like, you can go for a side stretch. So if you want to hold your right wrist with your left arm, and then just stretching a little bit to the left. So a bit of a side stretch there, and then back to the center. And then hold the left wrist with your right hand, and then just turning a little bit to the right, feeling the stretch. And then coming up into sitting, taking your own time. So if you need to go to the side first and then into a sitting position. So, and we'll start as we normally do with an opening prayer. So get ready. We will be sitting for about 5 to 7 minutes. So if you want to sit in a chair, go ahead. Otherwise, the floor is okay. So wherever you're most comfortable. And if you need something to support your knees, go ahead, just making yourself very comfortable. And with your eyes closed, feeling the body, scanning the body, bringing the hands in Chin Mudra with the thumb and forefinger touching, and then the 3 fingers out wide. So just feeling that connection between the thumb and the index finger. Relax the forehead again and elongate the spine and bringing the chin parallel to the floor. And now we're going to chant Om 3 times. Join me when you're ready. Sahana bhavatu sahano bhunaktu sah viryam karavavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes and letting go of your mudra. So welcome everyone. Hope you're doing okay. So we're going to do, we're going to build on the Ujjayi breath again. So we did that last week. So we're going to learn this today a bit more. I mean, there's nothing new, but just for us to practice together. And then the idea is some of the practices that we're going to do today. So the focus is on trying to be present, is trying to synchronize the breath and the movement together. So by doing that, we become a lot more aware about what we're doing. So, right. So with the Ujjayi breath, constriction in the throat. So for those who weren't here, so you'll just have to catch up. I will talk from the beginning. So we make a constriction here, and with the mouth open, it sounds like this. So it's we imagine that with a breath out, you're trying to steam a window. So with a breath out, it sounds like this. And then with the breath in, I normally visualize or the sound ho. So it's not in the nose, it's not like a snoring sound, but it is in the throat. It takes a bit of practice. So we practice it with the mouth open a little bit, and then we will close the mouth. So the real practice is with the mouth closed, of course, and I just teach it with the mouth open so that it's easier a little bit to get the hang of it. Okay, so let's start. So inhale with the mouth open. So the face relax, the body relax, no forcing of anything. And for those of you who are familiar with this, you can just carry on normally doing Ujjayi. You don't need to do with the mouth open. So a few more breaths like this with the mouth open, the face completely relaxed, feeling the tension in the throat. So we kind of prolong the inhalation and the exhalation. And if you're ready, you can close your mouth and carry on a few more breaths. So at the moment, you can have your hand in any meditative position. It's okay. We're just learning how to do this, or with your hands clasped like this, or anywhere you like. It doesn't matter. So trying with the mouth shut. So no forcing. It should feel easy, no straining. If you're straining, then there is something that's not right. So if something is not correct, then just unmute yourself and ask. So making sure the body is still nice and straight. So it's nice for the body to be straight in doing breathing practices. Just a couple more breaths, not too many more. So this is a very calming and energizing practice at the same time. It helps to lower blood pressure, and it also helps a lot with insomnia, if any of these is helpful. And so now letting go of this Ujjayi, so making sure that you practice. So in the class, we only have time for me to kind of go through the basics with you, but it's up to you to practice. So if you want to make this your practice for the week, practicing the Ujjayi breath. Okay, so now we're going to slowly make our way to standing. But before we do this, so if we want to now come, so we were sat down, so if we want to come on all fours, and then we're just going to sit on the toes as we did last time. So just coming into all fours first, and then once we're in all fours, just going back a little bit, curving the toes and sitting on the toes. If this is too much, then keep the hands on the floor and bring more of the body weight forward. So just go to as much or as little as you like. So, and if you can, come all the way here. And if this is too painful for your knees, then don't come down so much, but just put a bit of pressure on the toes. So it's just trying to strengthen the toes. So last week we talked about the importance of the toes being strong. So just, if this is, so sometimes you can just bear it for 1 second or two. If you just need to take a break, take a break. And then when we take a break or the counter pose, so come and try and bring your toes and then go to the opposite direction. So just curl the other way for a moment and see if that feels okay. So this might feel quite painful, and it just an indication of how weak these muscles are there. And maybe it's an indication, unless there is a problem, it might be an indication of strengthening that needs to happen. Okay, so now we come up slowly into standing, one leg forward and down, and we're going to do a bit of a forward bend before we come up. So the forward bend, you can just leave the hand on the thighs wherever they go. For those of you who get to your feet, you can hold your big toe with, you can have a toe lock between the second toe and the thumb and the big toe, and bring the thumb on the big toe and let the head hang. If this is not accessible, of course, then just leave the hand anywhere they go. Try and keep the knees straight. It doesn't matter how far you go. Make sure you've got contact between the chest and the thigh, and keep the knees straight. So if it's intense pain, of course, come out. But if it's just a slight discomfort, then bear with it and breathe. So taking the breath out to just go a little bit deeper, if possible. So remember, you don't have to go far, but by keeping the knees straight, you get a nice stretch in the whole of the back. So just enjoying your forward bend. And then if you like, just bring the center of gravity slightly forward. And then coming up slowly with a curved back. So just unstacking the spine very slowly. The back is curved all the time. And then the head will be the last thing to come up. So wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to go and do a few standing poses. So what I would ask is for you to really pay attention to what you're doing and try and follow every single movement. Okay, so we will start with the hands in shoulder height, with the hands in prayer at the front. So we will inhale the arms to the side, and then exhale, coming back. So we'll do that a few more times. If you can, while you're looking ahead of you, so keep looking ahead, inhale, coming out to the side, and then exhale, coming back in. So it's really simple, but it's quite effective. So inhale, feel the sensation in the hands and the shoulders, and then coming back. For those of you who are comfortable with your eyes closed, go ahead. By having the eyes closed, you can withdraw more from the senses and be more in touch with what's going on inside of you. So 3 more times. So you might feel, if anything gets painful, then stop. So relax the shoulders. Inhale, we open So keeping the arms to the side and straight. And exhale, we come down. And one more time, in one last, to make this your last, with your own breath. And down. And now we bring the arms to the side. So you might feel it a little bit in the shoulders, in the shoulder areas. So just feel the sensation. Keep your eyes closed, everyone, if possible. If you need your eyes open at any time, go ahead. Feel the sensation in the shoulders, the sensation in the fingers, and perhaps the whole body. So these exercises are really good to help us open the lungs and get into breathing more easily. Okay, so now we're going to do the ankle stretch. So I will demonstrate first, so you probably all know this. So we will inhale, come on the tip of the toes, bring the hands shoulder height, exhale, coming down. So go ahead. So feeling the way, before we start, we'll feel the core here, inhale. So fix a point of you that you stay there all the time. So inhale, the arms go up, you come on your toes, helping you balance. And then exhale, coming down. So just observe how high you come. And there's nothing judgmental about it. It's just see whether you're able to keep your toes in one line or whether you're kind of wobbly. And it's okay either way. We're just noticing how this is working for you and where the work is happening to get you in and out of this pose. So perfect synchronization, breath going up and out, coming down. So the breath is quite easy. It's normally when we're going up, it's inhalation, going down is exhalation. So really simple movement. And then down. So we'll do 3 more of these. So if you want, you can stay here. But if you like, you can come up all the way with the arms up. And then down. So 2 more. So you stay with whichever one you like. So we've done 2 now with the arms up. And now for the 3rd one, we're just going to breathe and keep it up for as long as we feel comfortable. Keep your focus at one point. So see if you can come higher on your toes and how stable the body is. It's not just a physical thing, it's also a mental thing. Of course, physical. And then slowly coming down when you're ready. And then just observe the movement. If you need to just move your ankle, move your both ankles, just to loosen up a little bit if you need to. Okay, so now we're going to be doing a dynamic triangle. So legs apart, so toes are facing just to the side, so we're not turning any side now. So we'll inhale the left arm up, and then exhale, just sliding the hand to the right, bending to the right, keeping the chest now and open. Exhale, coming back to the center. Inhale, right arm up, so bringing the palm facing your face, and then exhale to the left. Open chest. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the hands down. So we'll do that 2 more times, so I'll talk you 1 more. Inhale, bring the left arm up. Exhale, bending to the right. Using your exhalation, your breath rhythm. Inhale, center. exhale down. So inhale, right arm, exhale, side. Don't have to go far. Inhale, up, exhale, down. So now we're going to do this one more time each time, but we're going to hold the position a little bit. So when you're ready, join me. Inhale the left arm up, exhale to the right, and then just staying here so your arm can be up or towards or on top of the ear, wherever it is, but making sure that upper body is nice and straight. So if you need to, if you're curving forward, then you're not getting the most out of the pose. So just staying wherever is comfortable for you, looking forward or wherever is comfortable, but breathe. If the breath gets a bit strained, that means you've gone too much in the pose and you want to come out. And then slowly come out. And now we'll do the other side. Inhale, right arm up, and then exhale to the side and breathe. Yeah, you don't need to go too far, just wherever is comfortable for you. And then you come back when you are ready in your own time. Okay, so now we're going to do the next pose, which is just a side bend. So we start by bringing the arms to the side with the arms at shoulder height, but bring the shoulders down, relaxed. So we'll inhale, we'll exhale, we'll go down. So leaving the arms in one line and inhale back to the center. Sorry, bring your legs a little bit closer together. Sorry, it's not so far apart. So inhale and then exhale to one side. Keep looking at the point in front of you. And inhale, center. Exhale, go in the pose. Inhale, center. A few more times. Feel the sensation in your hands. Might feel a bit of tingling. So one more each side. And when you're done, coming back to the center and bringing your arms to the side and your palms facing the center of the room. So just taking a moment here in Tadasana, an easy Tadasana. Breathing, feeling how the body is. And if the mind wanders and you notice, that's a great thing that you notice. And congratulate yourself for the noticing and gently encourage your mind to go back to the sensations of the body. And then we're going to move on to our next set of poses. So we're going to do a few sun salutations as we normally do. So we will do 3. And if anyone is not in the mood, you can stay with the first version. So we will have the first version with modification. The second version is normal. And then with the third version is I will be giving less instructions and with a few more maybe just advanced movements, just for those who kind of have a regular practice of sun salutation. So we'll do all 3. So coming to the front of your mat, tuck your pelvis under, and if your feet together feels good for your body, then go ahead. If you need a little bit of room, then go ahead. So whatever feels right. So taking a moment here to just settle. And we'll take 2 breaths before we start. So inhale and exhale, feeling the breath in your abdomen. And now we'll start. So inhale Exhale the palms together. Inhale, coming up so the arms can be separate or can be together. And then going back just a little or however much feels good for you. Making sure your neck is not going back too much. Exhale, coming down. Your hands on either side of the feet. Let the head hang. So take a moment here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. For those of you who can bring the palm of your hands on the floor, go ahead. You might need to bend your knees for that, and that's okay. And there's some of us who can't bring the palm of the head even with bending the knees, and that's okay too. Everything is okay. But make sure there's contact with the floor. With the next inhalation, bring the right leg back, the right knee on the floor. Come on the tip of your hands and looking up. So by coming on the tip of your fingers, your back should be straight. And if this is too much, you can always stay here. Okay, looking up. And now we'll all go into all fours. And then we'll go into child pose with the arms in front. And then we'll come into all fours again. And then we'll do a cat-cow sequence here. So inhale, looking up, open the shoulders, let the stomach drop. Exhale, navel to spine, let the head hang. So inhale, coming back to the center. And then exhale, we either curl the toes under and coming up, or if you like, you can try and leave your toes as they are, just like this. So I hope you can see. And then just roll on your toes and see if this works for you. And then come back. It might not work, but just have a little go. And let the head hang here. And if this is too much, you can bring your knees on the floor, of course. So, and if, for those of you who can get your heels to the floor, in the direction of the floor, go ahead. The feet are quite close together. And not really necessarily touching, but quite close. And then now we want the right foot in between the hands. So bring the left knee down first if you need to. And then right foot in between the hands. And back to the equestrian pose on the tip of your fingers. And then bring the head, coming back a little bit. Float the left leg forward. And then we come up with a nice flat back. So we bend the knees, flatten the back, bring the arms back. And then with an inhalation, we come up with the force of the arms and the legs. Little bit of a back bend. And hands in prayer position and hands by your side. So we'll do that on the left-hand side this time. So inhale, exhale, your palms together. Inhale, up, back bend. Exhale, hands to either side of the leg. Let the head hang. Bend the knees, bring the palms in the direction of the floor. Inhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor. Check your knee alignment. Your right knee is directly above your right heel. Looking up, come on the tip of your fingers, looking up. So equestrian pose. And now we go on to all fours. Then we want a plank, which is, we're on this variation, sorry about that. Going back into child pose with your arms in front. And then coming forward. Inhale, going up. Exhale, navel to spine, let the head hang. Inhale, coming out of the pose into neutral. And then exhale into downward dog. So again here, if you want to try and see whether you can come up with your toes like still curved, it might be too painful. Don't overdo anything. But if you feel you can, then do that and then see how that feels. Let the head hang. And now we want the left foot in front. So we bring the right knee down and then the left foot in between the hands. Come on the tip of your fingers, looking up. Back foot to meet the front foot. And then forward bend. Inhale, coming up. So bend the knees, arms back, flatten the back. Coming up, up first, and then back. And then exhale, hands to the center and back. So you might want to stay with this version. So go ahead and do your own version for the next one if you like. So I'm going to talk through the normal sun salutation. So inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms up. So if you can get your arms behind the ears, go ahead. If that doesn't feel good for you, then just wherever. So, and here, release the lower back, and the weight is on your heels. Exhale, coming down, let the head hang. Inhale, right leg back, right knee on the floor, looking up. Now, transition into the plank pose, one leg back without moving the upper body, the other one looking slightly ahead of the mat. And with control, bring the knees down, uncurl your toes, keep the elbows in, bring the chest down and the forehead down, elbows together, close together, and then slide the body into one straight line. Keep your feet on the floor if possible. We'll come up in baby cobra. So just lifting the hands off the floor and then back down. And then now we're going to go into downward dog. So if you want to try that with your toes, go ahead. And then now we want to bring the right foot in front. So if you need to bring the left knee down, go ahead, or just bring it. And if you bring it and it doesn't reach, you can either just bring your hands back, or you can just encourage the leg forward. And then now bring the back foot to meet the front foot lightly. And then coming up first, so stretch up first, and then back bend, opening the chest to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to prayer, and arms by your side. So leading left side. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up first, hands behind the ears if possible. Exhale, and then coming down. And then now with an inhalation, the left leg back, left knee on the floor. Check your knee alignment. Come on the tip of your fingers, looking up. Transition into plank. So bring the shoulders away. So there's a nice line between the head and the toes. Slowly bring the knees down, uncurl the toes. Keep the elbows in, chest down, forehead down. Slide the body into one straight line. And then coming up into baby cobra, lifting the hands off the floor. Keep the feet on the floor if you can. Bring the hands down. And then back into downward dog. Let the head hang. Now we want the left foot in between the hands. So go do that in your own way. Lightly. And then looking up, equestrian pose. Then curl your toes under, go a little bit back. And then if you can, just float that leg forward. Bend your knees, arms back, coming up. Arms behind the ear, up first, and then back. Opening, a nice opening of the chest. And then hands to prayer and arms by your side. Okay, so options, lie down and relax. If this is what you need to do, go ahead. And you can do it mentally. And that's a really good practice as well. And if you want to come with me, so we'll do one last one with not too much of instructions. So for those of you who are used to it, if you want to close your eyes and feel the meditative part of the practice. So I'll do it with the correct breathing. If you need to make any adjustment, you go ahead. So inhale, exhale, Om 1, palms together. Inhale, up, back bend. Exhale, Om 3. Inhale, right leg back. Hold the breath for plank. Exhale, 8-point pose. Slide the body forward. Inhale, coming up. So this time, proper cobra. Use your arms a little bit, navel on the floor, looking up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, looking up. Exhale, Om 10, forward bend. Inhale, up, back. Exhale, palms together and palms by your side. So inhale, Om 1. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, Om 2, up and back. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg. Hold. Plank. Exhale, knees down, 8-point pose. Inhale, Om 7, cobra. Exhale, Om 8. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, forward fold, bend. Inhale, up, back. Exhale, hands together and by your side. So now bring the legs apart and relax for a moment. And now slowly coming down, lying on your back. So we've had a very long standing sequence, so just lying down on your back nicely. If it feels good, and do whatever you need to do. So you might want to bring both knees together and rock side to side, whatever your body intuitively wants you to do. Once you've done that, keep the body still. And again, bringing the back of the neck onto the floor and relax. So inhaling for a count of 2, exhaling for a count of 3 or 4. By making the exhalation longer, we get the body to relax quicker. So our control is on the exhalation. Again, making sure the face is relaxed. The eye muscles are relaxed. Tongue is relaxed, mouth is relaxed. And it might be a good practice during the day to notice when you are getting a bit tense. You can feel it sometimes in your shoulder, sometimes in your face. And it's nice to notice these things. When we notice what's going on in our body, we are able to maybe use our breath to take control of the situation, to help us relax. So a relaxed body has a good chance that the immune system is strong. The tense body stresses the body so much that it impacts on the immune system. So one good thing you can do is make sure you're very relaxed. So taking a couple more breaths. And then we're now going to go, we're going to do the boat pose that you all know. So we will start by, so it's lying down, we'll bend the right knee this time. So bringing your arms by your side with your palms facing the side of your thighs, just like when you're walking. So on your next breath in, tense everything, lift your left leg up a few centimeters, looking at the toes, just not too much, just looking at the toes. And then with the exhalation, let go of everything. So 2 more with your own breath. So inhale, head up, leg up, not too much, tensing everything. Arms come off the floor, we're tensing absolutely everything. And then letting go. And one more time. Inhale, come up. Toes tensing. And let go. And now we're going to swap legs. So bending the left, stretching the right. And when you're ready, inhale, leg up, arms up, tensing everything. Feel the work in the abdominal area. And when you need to breathe out, come down. And don't force your breath. It's you following the natural rhythm of your breath. So when you get to the top of your inhalation, you want to come down. So three times on this side. So the toes are engaged, the right toes are engaged. And down. Okay, so now I'm going to talk you through both legs. If you think this is going to be a bit too much for you, then please repeat two times each side, just like we've done. Otherwise, come with me, both legs. So arms to the side. Inhale, both legs up, both arms up. And when you need to breathe out, come down. So 2 more times, like so. Inhale, up, feel the work in the abdomen, the arms go up, lift up, and down. 1 more time. And down. And now the last time, we're going to hold and breathe. If this is not comfortable, then just chill. So keep the legs, the feet engaged, and breathe in this position. You might feel a little bit of shake in the abdomen. And then relax and let go. And now slowly just bring both knees to your chest. Going to the side. And then now we're going to come on our abdomen. So before we come on our abdomen, I'm just going to demonstrate the next 2 poses. So if you want to watch, I will talk through, but for now, so we're going to do the cobra pose, but we're going to do it like, so we're going to inhale, we'll come up, and then we'll put our our left cheek on the floor, and then we'll inhale up, we'll exhale down, the opposite cheek on the floor. Not too much pressure on the hand. So we're going to do that a few times. And then the next variation, the variation after that, is we'll have the hands on our buttocks. And then we will inhale, lift the head up. We'll bring the hand to the eyebrows like so. And then we'll exhale, we'll bring the left cheek on the floor. And then we'll bring the hands back to the buttocks. If the hands don't go on the buttocks, you can just leave them anywhere they go. And then we're doing the other side. So inhale, coming up, salute this time, the hand to the right, just to the middle here, and then the opposite on the floor, the opposite cheek on the floor, and the hands go back. Okay, so I'll talk you through, and I'll watch as well. So lying down onto your abdomen. So abdomen on the floor, and take a moment and rest there. So make a pillow with your hands, and then just relax for a moment. So a couple more breaths in this position. So, and if you can, bring your big toes to touch and your heels to either side, and feeling the relaxation pose here. Okay, so make this your last breath, and now we're going to come get ready for the first variation of what we've, so bring your hands by your chest. So on your next inhalation, inhale, coming up, not too much, and then not too much, so shoulders away from the ears, and then bring your left cheek down to the floor. Inhale, come up. So shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, right cheek to the floor. 2 more times. So inhale, up. Exhale, left cheek to the floor. Elbows together. Inhale, up. Exhale, right cheek to the floor, I think. And do one more time in your own time. So shoulders away, don't come up too high. So shoulders away and elbows together, and come back. And once you've done that, once you've finished, just relax down for a moment in with your, making pillow with your hands and your big toes touching. So feel the effect of the practice on the upper back. So this works the upper back a little bit. And we all are spending a lot of time on these devices that we own. And so therefore this is quite good to do. And now we will get ready for the next one. So if you want to bring both hands, palms facing up on your buttocks. So now lift, inhale, come up, bring your right hand to the forehead just by eyebrow, and then come down, right cheek on the floor. Exhaling, the hands back down, back on the buttocks. So inhale, coming up, left hand to the forehead, a little bit more to the middle of your forehead. Yeah, and then exhale, hands down to the buttocks and the opposite cheek on the floor. So a few more times. So inhale, right hand to the middle. Exhale, right cheek to the floor. The hand goes back on the buttocks. With your own breath, inhale, left hand up to the middle. And then exhale, bringing the hands back to the buttocks. So do one more time each side in your own time. And when you're done, make your way to child pose to rest. Or if child pose is not your thing, you can rest in whatever position you like. So just coming into the child pose, resting for a moment. your version of the child pose. So just taking a few moments here to feel the body getting back to, so sometimes back bends can bring the heart rate up a little bit. So now we're going to do just a sitting down twist. So either if you like Vajrasana, you can come into Vajrasana, which is like so, or if this is a bit too much for your knees and too much for everything, for your quads, then please don't do it. And also if you're kind of having to come forward like I am, then that means the body is not so comfortable with this. So then go into an easy child pose. So an easy sitting pose. Sukhasana, just like this. So we're just going to do a simple twist. So bring the right hand to the left knee and bringing the left hand back. A little bit of a twist. So with each, so close your eyes if it feels good. With every inhalation, feel the body elongating. And if your body invites you to turn a little bit more on the exhalation, go ahead. But please do not fight. Just respond to invitation, making sure that there's not too much weight on with your right hand on your left knee. It's just there to rest. So elongate the spine with the inhalation. Exhale deeper in the pose. If the body invites you, no imposition. And then slowly turn back to the center and we go the other side. Left hand, right knee, and then just bringing the right hand to the back of the body. So here we'll elongate the spine first and then exhale, go back. Twisting over looking over your right shoulder. Not too much weight in your hand here. If you need a little bit to kind of help you twist, then that's fine. Again, making sure the spine is nice and long. And then relax. So we will do our relaxation first, so we'll only have about 10 minutes for the relaxation, and then we will finish with one sitting down practice with Ujjayi and a little meditation. So we'll be lying down for a little while, not too long. So getting ready. Make sure you're warm though and comfortable. So the body is symmetrical, legs apart, room between the arms and the armpits, and the palms facing up so that the shoulders are released and relaxed. So taking a few moments to adjust the posture. And once you're comfortable, you will not need to move again. So taking a few breaths into the abdomen, and as you exhale, let go. Close your eyes. So if you have a resolve, please repeat it 3 times now with feeling, emphasis and conviction. Feel the contact between the body and the floor. Become aware of the plane of contact between the body and the floor. Feel the contact between the floor and the left heel, the right heel, the left leg, the right leg, the left buttock, the right buttock, the parts of the back, the left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade, the left hand, the right hand, the left arm, right arm, and the back of the head. Feel the contact between the whole body and the floor. The contact between the whole body and the floor. Become aware of the body becoming very soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your right leg becoming heavy and soft and sinking into the floor. Repeat this feeling with the left leg. Feel the heaviness of the whole leg and feel it sinking into the floor. Feel the hips, pelvis and buttocks, lower back and abdomen becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Repeat this feeling of heaviness, softness and sinking with the right arm and the left arm. Feel your shoulders and shoulder blades becoming soft and heavy and sinking into the floor. Feel your neck becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your head becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Feel your face. Let go of expression, become soft and heavy and sink to the floor. Feel your eyeballs and the muscle around them become soft and heavy, sinking into the skull. Feel your jaw become soft and heavy and sink into the floor. With your mouth gently closed, lips completely relaxed. Feel your brain becoming soft and heavy, sinking into the floor. Finally, feel the whole body soft and heavy and sinking into the floor. Tell yourself that if you wanted to get up or move, you could not, as your muscles have become so soft and heavy. Feel the pull of gravity on your body, holding you to the ground. Now, bring your attention to the breath. So bring your attention first to the navel. With the inhalation, feel the breath going up towards your throat. And on the exhalation, down that center of the body, that line back to the navel. Inhale, navel to throat. Exhale, throat to navel. If it feels good, you can visualize light, bright white light at the center. So carrying on a few breaths like this in your own time. Body relaxed. Light, the middle of the body. Inhale, navel to throat. Exhale, throat to navel. A few more breaths. If thoughts arise, simply be aware of them, but continue with the breath awareness. Slowly letting go of the breath now, of the visualization and the breath. And repeat your resolve, the same resolve you had at the beginning 3 times. And now start listening to any sounds in the distance from where you are. Listen to any sounds in the building, any sound in the room you're in, any sound of your own body. And now becoming fully aware of your body and bringing a bit of movement to the hands and the feet. And then when you're ready, coming into coming to one side and then getting up into a sitting position, slowly keeping the eyes closed if possible. So we'll be here for just about 5 minutes. Make sure you're comfortable. And now bringing the hands in either chin mudra, so with a thumb and index finger touching either palm, facing up or down, whichever feels right for you. So making sure you're comfortable. So it's always a good practice to sit on a cushion so that your hips is slightly elevated. And here, so just making sure the body is nice and straight. The spine is long. The chin is parallel to the floor. And the chest is nice and open. And the elbows loose and relaxed. So now we're going to do a few Ujjayi breath. If you haven't quite got the hang, doesn't matter. If you just want to do the inhale or the exhalation, that's fine. But try whatever you've got to now, just do it with your mouth shut if possible. So we'll inhale. And then exhale. And for those who are comfortable with the Ujjayi, you can do the same visualization we've worked with today, which is on your inhalation. Visualize the air from your navel to the throat, and from the throat to the navel. If it's too much to think of the breath as well as the visualization, then please concentrate just on the Ujjayi. If you're simply concentrating on the Ujjayi, then keep the attention on the throat. So no strain. And the sound is only audible to you. So somebody sitting 2 meters away from you shouldn't be hearing your Ujjayi. In some practices, people make it very audible, but that's not what we're working with in this class or in this kind of practice. And also sometimes in some traditions, in some yoga traditions, people do it while they're doing asanas, but I do not teach that. We do it as a separate practice. So with the visualization, few more breaths. And as usual, when thoughts arise, just acknowledge them, but continue with your breath awareness, with your Ujjayi. Ujjayi pranayama is also called ocean's breath, or the Darth Vader breath as well. Few more. And then letting go of the practice. Breathe normally now. And we will finish with the closing prayers. So I'll do the prayers in Sanskrit and in English. So with the English one, you can join me, but for those who know the Sanskrit one, just join when you're ready. Om. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, Sarvesham shantir bhavatu, Sarvesham purnam bhavatu, Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, Sarve santu niramaya, Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kakshit dukha bhag bhavet. Auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone, may all be free from suffering. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Thank you very much for joining me today.